Look, if you ate fish this week, you need to watch the next 19 minutes very carefully. Because 4 of the most common fish sitting in American refrigerators right now are silently destroying senior brains, accelerating stroke risk, and feeding the exact inflammation that drives dementia and heart disease after 60. And the worst part is, your own doctor probably told you to eat them. Let me tell you about Frank. Frank was a patient of mine in Tucson, 68 years old, retired postal worker. Annual checkup. Blood pressure 120/70. Cholesterol fine. No medications. The kind of senior every doctor sees and says, "You are doing great, see you next year." Frank had been eating canned tuna salad for lunch 5 days a week for 40 years. Because back in the 1980s, his doctor told him fish was healthy. Nobody ever told him which fish. By the time Frank was sitting across from me, he was forgetting his grandchildren's names. His hands had started shaking when he held a coffee cup. His wife had quietly told me in the hallway that his mood was flatter, that he had started drifting off mid-sentence, that something was wrong. We ran a blood test. Mercury level 4 times above the reference range. 4 times. Every can of tuna had been quietly depositing methyl mercury into Frank's brain tissue for 40 years, and his body had never been able to clear it. That is not a rare story. After 30 years in practice, I can tell you this is happening right now in millions of American kitchens. And the most painful part is that it is 100% preventable. So today I am going to do something different. I am not going to give you a generic list. I am going to walk you through the 4 fish every senior needs to stop eating immediately, ranked from bad to worst. Then the 5 fish you should be eating in their place. And here is the part nobody else gives you. For every dangerous fish on this list, I am going to give you the exact clean swap. Same flavor, same texture, 0 mercury, real money saved. The fish sitting at number 1 on the avoid list is in nearly every senior refrigerator in this country. The fish at number 1 on the eat list is $4 a pound at your grocery store, and almost no senior is buying it. Before we start, drop your city and your age in the comments. I read every single one, and it genuinely helps me tailor these videos for you. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because I am posting one of these every day. Like the video if this helps somebody you love. Now let us get into it. The number 4 fish to stop eating. Swordfish. I know, swordfish has a premium reputation. Upscale restaurants, family celebrations. Most people genuinely believe it is the smart, healthy choice. But here is the biology. And once you hear it, you will not be able to unsee it. Swordfish is a top-of-the-food chain predator. They can live over 20 years. Every smaller fish they eat carries trace mercury from coal plant emissions and industrial runoff in the ocean. The mercury accumulates faster than the swordfish can eliminate it. By the time it reaches your plate, that single piece of fish carries decades of concentrated contamination. The FDA places swordfish on its choices to avoid list. That list is officially aimed at women who are or may become pregnant and at young children. Seniors are not formally listed in that group. But the biology does not care about labels. Older adults absorb mercury efficiently and clear it more slowly than younger adults, which is exactly why most physicians who actually treat seniors quietly recommend the same avoidance. Methyl mercury crosses the blood-brain barrier with ease. In adults over 60, regular exposure has been linked in peer-reviewed research to memory loss, brain fog, tremors, mood instability, and slower processing speed. The symptoms get blamed on aging. They are not aging. They are mercury. The swap. If you love that firm, meaty texture of swordfish steaks, replace it with grilled wild Pacific cod or with sustainably caught mahi-mahi. Same satisfaction, same dinner, almost no mercury concern. We just saved you $15 a pound and a few brain cells. The number 3 fish to stop eating. Tuna. This is the one that hurts the most, because tuna is in everybody's kitchen. The tuna salad sandwich, the pasta with canned tuna, the convenience protein for a quick lunch. The problem is exactly the same as swordfish. The larger tuna species, albacore, big eye, yellowfin, bluefin, live at the top of the ocean food chain. They are long-lived predators. Every smaller fish they eat brings them more mercury, and the mercury concentrates in their flesh year after year. When you eat that flesh, The mercury does not pass cleanly through your system. It deposits in your tissue. It stays there. The brain and the nervous system are the most vulnerable. The FDA places albacore tuna in its good choices column with a strict warning to limit consumption to 1 serving per week. Big eye tuna sits on the avoid list entirely. Even canned light tuna, which is usually skipjack and lower in mercury, becomes a problem when it becomes a daily habit, because the mercury slowly accumulates over years. Here is the thing nobody tells you. The body of someone in their 30s can handle small mercury exposure relatively well. The body of someone in their 70s cannot. As detoxification slows with age, the same can of tuna that was harmless at 30 becomes a slow poison at 70. And most seniors and most family doctors will blame the resulting symptoms on aging. The swap. If you want the convenience of canned protein for lunch, replace albacore tuna with canned skipjack in olive oil. Or better, switch to canned wild sardines. Sardines deliver more omega-3 per serving than tuna, contain virtually no mercury, and most cans cost under $3. We will come back to sardines in a few minutes. The number 2 fish to stop eating. Tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico. This one is dangerous precisely because you have probably never heard the name. Gulf of Mexico tilefish sits on the FDA choices to avoid list, in the same category as swordfish, shark, and king mackerel. It carries one of the highest mercury concentrations of any commercially available fish in the United States, often higher than swordfish. Tilefish is slow-growing, lives in deep water for decades, and accumulates mercury throughout its entire long life. Here is what makes this particularly dangerous. Tilefish rarely arrives at your plate with the name tilefish attached. In restaurants, it gets sold as generic whitefish. At fish counters, it sometimes gets mislabeled as snapper. Its mild, flaky white flesh makes it easy to mistake for cod or pollock, the clean fish at the top of our eat list. Most seniors have been served tilefish at least once and never knew. The swap. If you are ever served a white, flaky fish at a restaurant and you are not 100% certain what it is, ask. If the answer is tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico, decline it politely. Order the cod. Order the halibut. Order the pollock. The risk to your nervous system is not worth one meal. And now, the one I have been waiting to tell you about. The number 1 fish to stop eating. And this is going to upset some people. Farmed tilapia. I know. Tilapia is everywhere. It is cheap. It is at every grocery store. It is in every cafeteria. For 20 years, the entire nutrition industry has marketed it to seniors as the affordable, healthy protein. The harsh truth is that most farmed tilapia, especially from large industrial operations overseas, is one of the worst things you can put on a senior plate. The first issue is the fatty acid profile. A widely cited analysis from Wake Forest University found that farmed tilapia, depending on the feed source, can have an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio as high as 11:1. Sometimes worse. The ideal ratio in a human diet sits between 1:1 and 4:1. Wild-caught cold-water fish hit that target naturally. Farmed tilapia delivers the opposite. Excess omega-6 fatty acids feed the same inflammatory pathways that drive arthritis, cardiovascular disease, metabolic dysfunction, and cognitive decline. For a senior who is already managing chronic inflammation, frequent farmed tilapia is the equivalent of pouring fuel on a small fire. The second issue is the farming conditions. In the largest industrial overseas tilapia operations, fish are crowded in shallow ponds where disease spreads easily. Antibiotics, antifungal agents, and pesticides have been documented in trade investigations. Trace residues end up in the flesh that ends up on your plate. United States farmed tilapia and tilapia carrying the BAP or ASC certifications are raised under much better conditions. If you only buy certified or domestic, occasional consumption is a different conversation. But the cheap imported tilapia at the standard supermarket counter is what we are warning about. The swap. If you love mild, flaky white fish and the easy preparation, replace it with wild-caught Pacific cod, with United States farmed rainbow trout, or with wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Mild flavor, easy to cook, more protein, real omega-3, and virtually no contamination risk. All right, Pause. Before we get to the 5 best fish for seniors, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. The next 2 fish on the eat list are the cleanest, cheapest, and most nutritionally dense seafood in your grocery store, and almost no senior is bringing them home. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 4 bad fish you have been eating most. I read every single one. The number 5 fish to eat, Arctic char. You may have never heard of this one. That is okay. Arctic char belongs to the salmon family, but it lives in the shadow of its more famous cousin. In many ways, it is a cleaner, more senior-friendly version of salmon. Same kind of pink flesh, same kind of omega-3 profile, same complete protein, vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium. All the nutrients seniors are commonly low in. What makes Arctic char special is its purity. Almost all commercial Arctic char in North America is raised in closed, land-based freshwater systems. No ocean, no mercury, no industrial runoff. The flavor is milder than salmon, slightly sweet, which actually makes it easier for seniors who find salmon too rich. Bake it with olive oil, lemon, and herbs at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Once a week is enough. The number 4 fish to eat, sardines. I'm going to fight for these little fish until every senior I meet has a can in their pantry. Sardines look like nothing. They are tiny. They come in those cheap-looking tins. Most people walk right past them. The surprising truth is that 1 can of wild sardines is one of the most nutritionally complete foods you can buy at the grocery store, period. Here is why. You eat the whole fish, the skin, the soft edible bones, the small organs. In a single can, you are getting long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, complete easily absorbed protein, calcium and phosphorus from those soft bones, vitamin D from the flesh, and selenium from the small organs. And because sardines are tiny and short-lived, sitting at the very bottom of the ocean food chain, they have almost no time to accumulate mercury. Independent testing consistently shows sardines among the cleanest commercially available fish on the planet. The omega-3 content is exceptional. A single 3.5-ounce can match or exceed many servings of fresh salmon for long-chain omega-3. For seniors managing inflammation, joint pain, cardiovascular disease risk, or cognitive decline, that is the most efficient nutritional bang for the dollar of any single food in the grocery store. Choose sardines packed in olive oil, not in soybean or sunflower oil. The cheap seed oils oxidize and partially undo the omega-3 benefit. Eat them on whole grain toast, mash them with avocado, stir them into pasta. 2 cans a week is enough to materially shift your inflammation profile. The number 3 fish to eat, rainbow trout. When you ask most seniors to picture a clean farmed fish, they think salmon. Rainbow trout quietly deserves the crown. Here is why. Rainbow trout farmed in the United States is raised under some of the most rigorous freshwater fish farming standards in the world. Clean, recirculating water systems, controlled feed, no need for the antibiotic regimens that plague the worst imported tilapia farms. The mercury level is so low it is essentially undetectable. A single serving of rainbow trout delivers around 1,000 milligrams of long-chain omega-3 fatty acids. For context, the American Heart Association recommends 2 servings of oily fish per week as a general pattern. Patients managing established heart disease are often advised by their cardiologist toward roughly 1 gram per day of EPA and DHA combined under medical guidance. Trout sits right in that productive range. The flavor is mild. The texture is tender. It pairs beautifully with lemon, capers, and roasted vegetables. Bake it, pan-sear it, or grill it whole. 1 to 2 servings a week is excellent. The number 2 fish to eat, wild-caught Pacific cod. Cod is the workhorse. A single 4-ounce serving delivers around 20 grams of complete high-quality protein, fewer than 100 calories, less than 1 gram of fat. That is a near-perfect macronutrient profile for seniors trying to maintain lean muscle while keeping calorie intake in check. Pacific cod is also a meaningful source of selenium. A single 4-ounce portion gives you roughly half to 3/4 of your daily selenium target, depending on the species. Selenium is a critical antioxidant for thyroid function, immune defense, and cellular protection. Wild Pacific cod lives a short life in cold, clean Alaskan water, which is exactly why mercury levels in cod stay consistently low. The fishery itself is among the most rigorously managed in the world. For seniors managing digestive sensitivity, cod is also one of the easiest fish to digest. Bake it, pan-sear it. Add it to a tomato and olive stew. It absorbs flavor beautifully. 2 to 3 servings a week is excellent for an average senior. And finally, the fish I want every senior watching this to put on their grocery list this week. The #1 fish to eat. Wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Most seniors do not realize they have already been eating pollock for years. It is the fish in those fast food fish sandwiches. It is the fish in imitation crab in your sushi rolls. In its whole wild-caught form, pollock is one of the cleanest, cheapest, and most nutritionally efficient fish in the entire American grocery store. The mercury content is among the lowest of any fish on the planet, because pollock lives a short life in the cold, clean water of the Bering Sea and the Gulf of Alaska. The FDA and EPA both listed on the Best Choices Fish Chart, the highest classification a fish can earn. But here is the reason pollock sits at #1. Price. Frozen wild Alaskan pollock costs roughly $4 to $6 per pound. For a senior on a fixed income, that price point is what makes a healthy fish habit actually possible. Salmon costs 3 times that. Cod costs twice. Pollock is the realistic everyday answer. Pan-sear it, bake it with breadcrumbs, add it to a chowder. You can eat it 3 or 4 times a week with no mercury concern, and your body will thank you. All right, quick recap. The 4 fish to stop eating regularly after 60. Swordfish, tuna, especially albacore, Gulf of Mexico tilefish, and farmed tilapia, especially from large industrial overseas operations. The 5 fish to eat instead: Arctic char, sardines, rainbow trout, wild Pacific cod, and wild Alaskan pollock. You do not need to eat fish every day. 2 to 3 servings per week from the clean list is enough to materially shift your omega-3 intake, lower your inflammation, support your cognitive health, and protect your heart. 2 important notes before we close. If you are currently taking Warfarin or any blood-thinning medication, please discuss any increase in fatty fish or fish oil intake with your physician first. Omega-3 fatty acids in concentrated form can mildly affect clotting. This is rarely a problem at normal dietary levels, but your doctor needs to know what you are eating. And if you are managing kidney disease, the higher phosphorus content of sardines means you may need to limit them. Also worth confirming with your physician. This is not about fear. This is about making the next 20 years of your life as sharp, strong, and independent as the last 20. Frank, the patient I told you about at the beginning, switched from tuna to sardines and pollock 6 months after that appointment. His mercury level dropped by half by his next blood draw. The tremor in his hand softened. His wife told me he was sleeping better and remembering more. Take good care of yourself. Drop a comment below telling me which of these fish is already in your kitchen and which one you are going to swap in starting tomorrow. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video if it helped you. And turn on the bell so you do not miss the next one. You have carried this body a long time. It deserves better fuel than what most seniors have been told to eat.